When we hear the word glow up, we often picture a dramatic change, flawless skin, a new wardrobe, a fresh haircut, maybe even a total makeover. But the kind of glow up that truly lasts goes much deeper than that. It's not just about how you look, it's about how you feel when you wake up in the morning, how you speak to yourself, how you take care of your body, your thoughts, and your energy. Real glow ups are quiet, they happen slowly, sometimes without anyone noticing at first. It's in the way you handle stress a little better than before, the way you walk with a bit more ease, the way you stop needing validation from everyone around you. This guide is about that kind of glow up, the one that begins inside. We'll talk about mind, body, and spirit. No quick fixes, no pressure, just simple changes that help us feel a little more like ourselves again. Or maybe like the version of us that's been waiting quietly beneath the surface. So take your time with this, there's no rush, you are allowed to grow slowly. Our minds hold so much plans, worries, old stories, doubts, and a constant stream of thoughts that rarely seem to stop. Over time, all this noise can weigh us down. It becomes harder to feel clear, focused, or even calm. One gentle way to begin your glow up is by giving your mind some breathing room. That doesn't require anything fancy. A simple notebook can be enough. Try writing down what's on your mind without judgment, without trying to make it pretty. Just let the thoughts spill out. Sometimes clarity comes just from seeing your thoughts on paper. Also, consider what you allow into your mental space. The news you consume, the social media you scroll, the people you interact with. All of it leaves an impact. Little by little, you can make room for more of what calms you and less of what drains you. This isn't about shutting everything out. It's about making space for peace to exist in your everyday life. Glow ups aren't built on sudden intense changes. They are built on small, steady habits that support your well being. The kind that slip into your routine so naturally you hardly notice them, but they change everything over time. Things like drinking water when you wake up, opening a window to let fresh air in, taking the quiet minutes before bed to stretch or breathe. These aren't dramatic actions, but they send a quiet message to yourself. I matter. You don't need to fill every moment with productivity. The best habits are the ones that make you feel grounded, not rushed. You might start with one small shift, a daily walk, a morning check-in with yourself, or a consistent sleep schedule. The goal isn't to perfect your day, it's to move through it with more ease, more care. As these habits take root, you may begin to feel lighter, more balanced, more present. It doesn't have to look impressive to anyone else. If it feels right to you, that's enough. There's a lot of noise around fitness about burning calories, reaching goals, pushing harder. But movement can be something much softer. It can be a form of care, not punishment. Try seeing your body as something to support, not fix. Ask yourself what kind of movement feels nourishing today. Maybe it's a slow walk in the evening light. Maybe it's stretching in your room with calming music. Or maybe it's dancing alone in your kitchen. The goal isn't intensity, it's connection. When you move with kindness, your body begins to trust you again. You start to feel stronger, not just physically, but emotionally too. You realize movement doesn't need to be perfect or planned. It just needs to feel good. You don't have to chase a certain body type or a number on a scale. Just focus on feeling more at home in your body. That's the real glow. Food is often loaded with rules. What to eat, when to eat, what to avoid. But eating well doesn't have to be complicated or stressful. It can be simple. Instead of thinking in terms of good or bad, start noticing how food makes you feel. What gives you energy? What helps you feel satisfied? What brings you comfort? You don't need to eat perfectly to take care of yourself. You just need to eat with awareness. Drink water. Add a few more fresh ingredients to your meals. Eat when you are hungry. Pause when you are full. It's okay to enjoy food. It's okay to eat something just because it tastes good. Food is more than fuel. It's also memory, tradition, and care. A gentle glow up doesn't come from strict diets or guilt. It comes from listening to your body and trusting it. Let eating be an act of self-respect and self-control. The space you live in has a quiet power. It affects your mood, your focus, and even your energy. When your surroundings feel cluttered or chaotic, it can be hard to feel calm inside. Start small. You don't need to overhaul your entire home. Begin with one drawer, one corner, one routine. Maybe you light a candle while you work, or keep a plant by your bed, or create a little nook where you can sit and just be still. Think about what makes you feel at ease. Soft light, clear surfaces, a favorite book nearby. These little things add up. When your space feels peaceful, it's easier to breathe deeply, to slow down, to feel more in control of your day. Your environment doesn't have to be perfect, but it can be intentional. A calm space supports a calm mind, and that calm starts to show on your face, in your posture, and in the way you carry yourself. Not everyone deserves access to your time and energy. That can be a hard lesson to learn, especially if you are someone who gives a lot. But protecting your energy is part of glowing up. It's okay to say no, to step back, to take longer to reply. Not every message needs an instant response. Not every invitation needs a yes. Start noticing what drains you. Is it a certain conversation? A group chat that always leaves you feeling worse? A habit of saying yes before you think it through? Your glow up might mean spending more time alone. It might mean fewer social plans, but deeper ones. It might mean unfollowing or muting people who trigger comparison. None of this makes you selfish. It makes you aware. The more you protect your peace, the more room you make for people and experiences that genuinely support you. Your energy is precious. Treat it that way. In the middle of routines and responsibilities, it's easy to drift away from yourself. You start doing things out of habit, not intention. You forget what lights you up. A glow up means coming back to yourself, slowly, gently. Set aside a little time each week, just for you, not to be productive, not to check something off, just to reconnect. That could mean writing in a journal, spending time in nature, or listening to music that makes you feel something. Ask yourself simple questions. What do I need today? What am I proud of this week? What do I want more of? These quiet check-ins help you build a deeper relationship with yourself. And that's the core of any real transformation. When you feel connected to who you are, you stop needing approval from outside. You start shining from within. And that kind of glow can't be dimmed. There's a part of you that doesn't speak in words. A quiet, steady part that just wants to feel safe, grounded, and alive. That's your spirit, and it deserves your attention too. You don't need to be spiritual in a traditional sense to take care of your spirit. It's more about doing things that remind you of peace, stillness, and purpose. For some, that might mean meditation. For others, prayer or writing or sitting quietly with a cup of tea. For me, it is spending time with my cats and reading a book. The form doesn't matter as much as the feeling. Your spirit glows when you slow down, when you breathe with intention, when you let yourself feel grateful, not just for the big moments, but for the little ones. Sunlight on your skin, a kind word from a stranger, a good night's sleep. You don't have to search far for meaning. Often, it's right there in your ordinary days. Some glow-ups aren't loud. They don't need announcements or before and after pictures. They happen quietly, in private moments. When you choose rest over burnout, when you speak to yourself kindly, when you say no to what no longer fits. This journey doesn't need to be fast or flawless. You are allowed to move slowly, to take detours, to have days when you don't feel like glowing at all. But if you keep showing up for yourself, even in small ways, you'll feel it. You'll begin to glow not just in the way you look, but in the way you live. So wherever you are right now, starting over, stuck in the middle, or just beginning, I hope you give yourself permission to glow. Not for anyone else, just for you. Your glow up has already begun. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep glowing.